Hi, it's Nick on the 30th of August, continuing this week's theme on vulnerability. And I was thinking, share a few thoughts on this myth of invulnerability. And we've only got to look around at the world today, and there's a lot of people selling the idea that if you just do what I say, then you're not going to have to suffer, you're not going to have to feel pain, you're not going to have to feel vulnerable. So I think there's a part of so many of us that wants to believe in a kind of myth of an invulnerability, that if we can only figure life out, then we won't have to face our vulnerability, or if we can follow the right leader who's got the right path or the right insights, or is somehow big and powerful and protective, then we're not going to have to face our invulnerability. And so two things. One is, I think there is this myth of invulnerability that, if only we can figure it out, we don't have to feel vulnerable. I think that is a myth, because I don't think any of us escape vulnerability. And I think even those that say they've escaped their vulnerability are probably not telling the truth, or they're out of touch with their own vulnerability. And secondly, I think there can probably be a bit of confusion that can creep in here, because if you follow any spiritual tradition or any spiritual teachings, there's a part of most of them that will teach us there is part of us that is invulnerable. In our spirit, our essence, our soul, whatever language you might want to use to describe it, that they all say there is a part of us that's beyond this world, if you like, that our soul or our spirit is beyond this world, beyond the shenanigans of this world. But then I think our ego can then confuse us, or we can get confused and think, well, on a human level I can be invulnerable, when really on a human level we're never going to be invulnerable. It's only on a spiritual level that we can be invulnerable. So just a couple of thoughts, and I'm thinking this out loud, and increasingly with these broadcasts I'm kind of moving into territory that I'm kind of thinking I'm understanding things as I'm sharing them with you, rather than sharing what I've pre-prepared. So a couple of thoughts. Yes, that do we buy into the myth of invulnerability, and somehow we fail if we have to face our vulnerability? And secondly, are we confused about the invulnerability of our essence versus the human vulnerability that we all experience from either regularly or from time to time? So I'd love to hear your thoughts on that, and I'll be back tomorrow with another thought on vulnerability and invulnerability. God bless. Bye bye.